When it comes to living in Canada long-term, two of the most desirable statuses are permanent residence, PR, and Canadian citizenship. Although both offer the right to live, work, and enjoy various benefits in Canada, they are fundamentally different in terms of rights, responsibilities, and long-term implications. In this guide, we'll explore the key differences between Canadian permanent residence and citizenship so that you can understand the advantages and limitations of each status. Whether you're currently a permanent resident considering applying for citizenship or just starting your immigration journey, this information will help clarify what each status offers. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, family, or anyone interested in Canadian immigration. Sharing this valuable content will help them stay informed and assist others on their path to Canadian residency or citizenship. 1. What is permanent residence? A permanent resident, PR, is someone who has been granted the right to live and work in Canada on a permanent basis, but is not a Canadian citizen. PR status is often acquired through immigration programs like Express Entry, Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, or Family Sponsorship, DIA. Rights of a permanent resident. Live and work anywhere in Canada. Access to health care and most social benefits that Canadian citizens receive. Protection under Canadian law and the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Eligibility to apply for Canadian citizenship after meeting certain residency requirements. Limitations of a permanent resident. No right to vote or run for political office. PR status can be revoked if you do not meet the residency obligation. You must live in Canada for at least 730 days in a 5-year period. You cannot hold certain security-sensitive jobs that are reserved for Canadian citizens. 2. What is Canadian citizenship? Canadian citizenship is the highest status one can hold in Canada, offering all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that come with being a full member of the Canadian state. Citizenship can be obtained either by birth in Canada or through naturalization after being a permanent resident. Rights of a Canadian citizen. Right to vote and run for political office. Full access to Canadian passports, which allows for greater international mobility and access to many visa-free countries. You cannot lose your citizenship unless you voluntarily renounce it, or it is revoked due to fraud or other legal reasons. You can live outside of Canada without the risk of losing your citizenship. Access to all government benefits, including higher-level security jobs. B. Responsibilities of a Canadian citizen. Pay taxes on worldwide income if you live in Canada. Jury duty. Citizens may be required to serve as jurors in Canadian courts. Uphold the values and laws of the Canadian Constitution, including voting in federal, provincial, and local elections. 3rd. Key differences between permanent residence and citizenship. Let's break down the most important distinctions between permanent residence and citizenship. A. Residency requirements. Permanent residents must meet a minimum residency requirement of living in Canada for at least 730 days, 2 years, out of every 5-year period. Failure to meet this can result in the loss of PR status. Citizens are free to live anywhere in the world and for any length of time without losing their Canadian citizenship. There are no residency requirements once you become a citizen. B. Right to vote and hold office. Permanent residents cannot vote in federal, provincial, or municipal elections, nor can they run for political office. Citizens have full political rights, including the ability to vote and run for office at all levels of government. Canadian passport. Permanent residents use their home country's passport for international travel and may require a PR card to re-enter Canada. Citizens are eligible for a Canadian passport, which allows for greater international travel options and access to many countries, visa-free. Risk of losing status. Permanent residents can lose their status if they fail to meet the residency requirements or are convicted of serious crimes. Citizens have much more security. They cannot lose their citizenship unless they voluntarily renounce it, or it is proven that they obtained it fraudulently. Fourth pathway from permanent residence to citizenship. The good news for permanent residents is that Canadian citizenship is within reach once you meet specific criteria. To apply for citizenship, you must be a permanent resident of Canada, have lived in Canada for at least 1,095 days, 3 years, in the last 5 years before applying, have filed your taxes for at least 3 years within the 5-year period, prove language proficiency in either English or French, pass a citizenship test for applicants between the ages of 18 and 54. 5. Why choose citizenship over permanent residence? While permanent residence provides many benefits, becoming a Canadian citizen offers additional privileges that could significantly impact your life and opportunities. A. Greater stability and security. Once you are a Canadian citizen, you have permanent and unshakable status. You never have to worry about meeting residency obligations, and you cannot lose your status due to extended stays abroad. Political participation. As a citizen, you gain the right to vote, influence policies, and even run for political office. Your voice can be heard in shaping the future of Canada.c. Canadian passport. A Canadian passport is one of the most powerful passports in the world, offering visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to over 180 countries. This can make international travel much easier. D. Job opportunities. Certain government jobs and security-sensitive positions are only available to Canadian citizens. If you're interested in working in such fields, citizenship is essential. 6. Why someone might choose to remain a permanent resident. While citizenship offers more benefits, some may choose to remain a permanent resident for personal reasons, including dual citizenship restrictions. Some countries do not allow dual citizenship, so obtaining Canadian citizenship may mean losing your original nationality. Lower tax obligations. Permanent residents living outside Canada do not need to pay taxes on their worldwide income, whereas citizens who reside in Canada must do so. Understanding the differences between permanent residence and Canadian citizenship is crucial for anyone considering their long-term future in Canada. While permanent residence offers many rights and protections, citizenship provides greater stability, security, and opportunities for political and international involvement. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who are navigating their Canadian immigration journey. Helping them understand these differences could make a big difference in their decisions about moving to and staying in Canada.